Alright, so today's video, gentlemen, is for a set few abled men who are absolutely serious about finding someone in their life. Notice the keyword abled men. Now, what is this abled men, and how can I actually define someone to be able or not? How can one have the privilege to date someone seriously or not? Well, we'll discuss this after the intro, but the key point here being abled man. If you are someone who is actually in this place where you can look for someone serious, where you can look for something serious with someone, then my friend, I'm sure this video is going to help you a lot in your process. A few long lost subtle signs of a masculine man's attraction, a few long lost subtle signs of absolute attraction for the modern men. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Men's Essentials, Life Essentials. Let's roll the intro.
I know we're acting stupid, we're being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish, but I feel so young. Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we're dumb, it's the only way we know how to do it.
Okay, so before I get into the details of the long lost signs of attraction, I'll first want you to understand the key term abled man. Well, here's the thing. In case you are from a middle class family, in case you are from an Indian English speaking middle class family where you can possibly watch content like this and consume it and have your intellect to understand and possibly do something about it, then I'm hoping you're at a certain point in your life where you can afford your daily lifestyle. And by affordability, I mean you can possibly afford your place, you can afford your food, you can afford yourself, you can afford your lifestyle. In case you are not well put together financially in a place where you can take care of yourself economically, then this whole idea of dating someone seriously is a far-fetched goal. Can it not be done? Of course it can be done. Many things and anything can be done in this world. But the idea of you trying to find someone serious and sticking with her for a long period of time and then eventually making something fruitful happen together is very slim. Because here is how it is going to play out in the average middle class family of the country. You are either going to get arranged marriage through matrimonial websites, or you are going to find a common friend from your mutual friends. These are the two obvious and most common ways to meet people in today's day and age. Either your family will bring out someone via arranged marriage scenes, through websites or through social settings, or you will end up meeting someone via a social setting. The whole foreign idea of going out to a bar and meeting someone randomly and then asking her out, hanging out and then making something happen is a little too foreign in this country. I know it can be done, but the population that does that, the population which can actually do it in today's day and age, is very slim. My idea is for you to become that man, but in case you aren't, you don't need to worry about it, because these subtle signs of attraction, provided you are already an abled man, provided you are already well put together economically in your life, can help you a lot in this attractive or attraction process. In case you are able to afford yourself, your lifestyle and your livelihood quite easily via your job, your business or whatever that there is, in case you're in a point in time, in case you're in a point in place where you would actually seek someone serious in your life, then this video and the following points of the video are going to help you a lot in that process. If you're someone young, if you're someone who's just looking for a fling or a casual girlfriend, the points that I'm about to discuss in this video may not be all that helpful for you, but you can keep it in mind and you can probably use it in your upcoming future days. Anyway, that being clear, that being said, let's get into the subtle signs. Alright, so the subtle sign of attraction number 1, social. This is the most obvious advice, the most obvious sign and the most obvious practice I can preach to every introverted man out there. In case you're someone who's shy, in case you're someone who don't know how to make friends, in case you're someone who don't really have a lot of friends, in case you're someone who just loves to be by himself and not really go out and mingle and try to meet new people, this is going to be a life changer for you. Try and learn the skill of being a fair bit more social. I don't want you to be a social butterfly and want you to go out and try to party or be in a new cafeteria every freaking day. I don't want you to waste all your time doing that, but I would rather want you to spend some of your time, schedule some of your time, invest some of your time in your social skills, so that whenever you are put up in a place, whenever you are in a situation where you can possibly meet someone who will probably be your type, who will probably be your future partner, you'll have the social skills to communicate your interest, or rather show your interest without feeling shy or underconfident. Your self-worth can be easily determined by the way you are in your social settings. A lot of the introverted shy men aren't really very underconfident men. They just come across as shy, but once they warm up, once they're in their element, they are very confident, they are very charismatic to be around. If you just learn the art of letting go, if you just learn the art of not taking yourself too seriously and learn the skill of being social, you will be surprised by the number of people you'll meet in your life, the number of amazing people you'll start meeting in your life. If you're someone like me, rather if you're someone like a former version of me, if you're someone who is more of an introvert, this is going to be a life-changing tip for you. Long lost subtle sign of attractive man. Number 2, intent. Now this is a key element. This is the key advice for all the social guys out there. I have been recently hearing this a lot from few of my very social friends. I mean, they don't have any problem making friends. Hell, they have a lot of friends. But the problem being, they have a lot of friends. They're not very clear in expressing their intent to someone that they like. Now this causes a lot of confusion, and this causes a lot of stress and anxiety in the man and in the supposed girl they are interested in, because the girl never really gets to know the fact that this guy is into her. The girl takes him like a social friend, a very cool, charismatic friend, because this guy is very cool and charismatic, but he never really puts his foot forward and he never really asks her out. Gentlemen, if you can't really muster enough courage to ask someone out, if you can't really muster enough balls to ask someone out and express your feelings or emotions to her, then how on earth is she going to know about her interest at the very first place? She is not going to get a wet wild dream that, oh my god, this guy is so absolutely in love with me. It's not going to happen. You have to express your feelings. You have to let her know. Now don't be a creep in this case. Don't go to the extreme far right and become an absolute creep in the process. I don't want you to go out and start proposing every other girl you meet or every other girlfriend you have. No, that's not the way to do it. You probably have to be a bit more socially calibrated. You have to probably ask them out a bit more casually, but with an intent. For example, you can ask someone out for a coffee, an exclusive coffee date, or you can ask someone out for an exclusive lunch date. In this case, you're not asking someone out for a dinner, because dinner could be a little too forward for you, dinner could be a little too challenging for you, dinner could be a proper date, and if you're not really comfortable enough to ask someone out for a date, you can probably ask someone out for something fun. But the point being, intent and exclusivity. In case you can't show your intent, there is no way on earth that she's going to know ki bhai, there is an actual intent in the relationship. Long lost subtle sign of attraction number 3, warmth, protection and consent. Now I don't know why are men also confused about this idea of being warm, being confidence inspiring, being a protective energy around, and understanding consent. I think these 3 sums up the remaining 3 points altogether. But gentlemen, you don't need to be out there on the street picking fights for your girlfriend. That's stupid. I don't want you to be stupid. I don't want you to go kill yourself because you think that was the most macho thing to do at a given point in time. No, that's stupid. But the whole idea, the whole concept, the whole reason of you being a warm, protective, caring, compassionate and a consensual guy is in your energy. It's in your vibe. We are not living in the medieval age where you need to show your strength by literally beating up the other men, which I see happening day in and day out from different Instagram stories. That's not the kind of protection I'm talking about, or the warmth or understanding, compassion I'm talking about. What I really mean in this case is your own masculine energy, your own grounded, comforting and assertive energy. This is something I think most men lack and most women crave. Society does not speak about it, but our psychology craves for it. You know, whenever you'd ask a girl what do you like in a man, they'll probably tell you 100 different things, but they'll probably never talk about the fact that I like the warmth a man brings. I like the idea that a man can possibly have the energy enough to make me feel safe, to make me feel I'm in a comfortable space, to make me feel that I would be protected, even if you're living in the most safest place on the planet Earth. The concept is not in the society coming in and beating you up together. That's not the point, because we are far off that age, especially if you're from an English-speaking country or if you're living in an English-speaking city. But the idea is deep-rooted in our psychology. The way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, and the way you put together the whole warmth of protection and that whole masculine energy, which is a very safe, sound and secure energy. If you know how to channel it right, a woman would go absolute crazy about it. This is something I have been noticing a lot lately with my clients, and this is something I've been noticing a lot in my life recently, and I haven't been taught about it. I haven't really read about it in many of the books that I have read on social dynamics and dating, but this is something I'd want you to keep in mind. Become social. Be clear with your intent. Don't shy away from your intent. Be compassionate. Have your warm and secure side put together, and understand the subtle signs of consent. Now, there is a fine line in understanding consent versus being persistent. I'll probably make a different video on it altogether, but please, when there is an absolute no in the process, it has to be taken like an absolute no in the process. If somebody is not into you, whether you are hitting on her for the first time, whether you're trying to ask her out on a date for 1,000 times, you should not be asking someone out for 1,000 times at the very first place. If there is a consistent no from her side in showing you the interest that you possibly think you deserve, then chances are she's just not into you as of now. Yes, she could be into you in the next few weeks or months or years to come, but for that you need to work on yourself. You need to totally transform yourself for her to have any awakened reason to possibly go out with you and see a potential future with you. For now, she has said you a blank no and she's not into you. Understand, respect it, work on yourself, and who knows what the future has got for you. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope you'll keep these 5 subtle signs the next time you're out there trying to make the most of yourself. In case you're wondering where did I get this sexy polo, well, this is the Teamy Basics polo. This is a Teamy Basics polo with the thin shirt collar. I wouldn't want to do a regular polo collar in a polo t-shirt because that's not the way I like my polos. This is how I like my polos. Now these are some sexy tan buttons. I don't know if you can see it clearly in the video, but these are some sexy buttons. This is 200 GSM pure cotton, absolute fantastic polo you can possibly wear this summer for your sexy style. In case you're wondering where do you get it, you can get it at teambasics.com along with our bottle green Henley and 3 new classics restocked, ready, available for you. See you in the next one, gentlemen. Don't forget to dress up, stay strong, stay stylish. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. In case you have any questions and queries, you can consult me. You can drop me an email. You can find the link in the description. Until then, don't forget to dress up, stay strong and stay stylish. Jai Hind, take care. Bye.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, now, trip. Oh, flick the switch, kill the lights.